Welcome to the future.
So today, we're going to be taking a look at my barbecue controller that I built 4 or 5 years ago, I guess. And you can kind of see these hex-head nuts here are kind of rusted out. They're just they're not the stainless ones like these are. These are just regular black steel socket head nuts. That's what they're called, or socket head screws. Yeah, so these socket head screws are all rusted out, and well, they're not rusted out, but they're all rusty, and because it's been outside, it's been probably rained on, not real hard, but sprinkled on a few times, and it sits in the garage, and you can see these are all rusty as well. But the stainless ones do good. The case is aluminum, sort of the heat sinks. So the enclosure is black anodized, right? And if you're wondering how I did the numbering, I just took it to an engraver and they engraved it. And I believe it looks like it's painted white. And it's been so long, I'm pretty sure it's not painted white. I think all they did is they just took a layer of the they took the anodizing off of it, and I guess the aluminum just kind of oxidized in this nice white look. It really looks nice, doesn't it? So yeah, that held up with the weather really nice. And you can see I originally called it the Remote Programmable Controller, the RPC. My original thought wasn't just to control a barbecue, but to control many different things. Anyway, let's take this thing apart. Okay, so we'll just start from the top cover right here. There's a LCD display. This is I believe it's an Adafruit. I think it's I2C driver. I'd have to check, but I'm pretty sure it's I2C. Just adapter for this LCD display. And of course, these are the Ethernet port, the power switch, and the USB connector. And you can see this is just, well, this is bent's what it is. But you can see it's just a little bit of USB cable I have plugged into it right here. So yeah, I use it for debugging and uploading software loads. This is an Arduino based device. It's these are the relays. Now let's see if we can get a better look at this. Yeah, these are the relays right here, and this is just something I bought off the internet, and I forget where. It's just got 4 relays right there, which tie to the you can't hardly see it right here, but there's our Arduino Mega board is right here. Okay, this is just an Ethernet shield on top of it, and we've got, this is just a little prototyping board and these are kind of nice little quick connects. This is for the temperature probe connector. When I take this off, I have to, disconnect it. Instead of using wire nuts or terminal blocks, I just use these. It makes it pretty quick. Let's see. This is going to the top 3.5 millimeter. It's an audio jack connector. Let's see. We take a look at it here. But I use it for the meat probe. So the probe you stick in the meat to keep track of the temperature of that. We've got there's 2 power supplies in here. This is a 12 volt supply, which is powering the Arduino. The relays right here. So the 5 volt supply is powering the relays and the LCD. And the reason why I made it 12 volts and didn't run it off the 5 volts and try to run it into one of these pins is because I wanted a little bit more headroom to drive this Ethernet board right here. These Ethernet boards, And especially when I had a Wi-Fi board plugged into it at one point. They kind of suck quite a bit of power out. So I wanted to make sure it had plenty of power. And I know this is overkill. This is when you don't want to try building a power supply. You just go buy these things at Fry's and pop them in there, and the job is done, right? Instant power rails. That's right. Yeah, this is the analog input for the temperature probe and the meat probe, and these are the digital output pins for the relays up here, and you can see these connectors right here. I believe they're Molex connectors. I don't remember, but these are actually carrying mains power, right? So this is actually plugged into mains power right here, and so it goes into the relays. The relays are actually switching mains power, and and I was watching one of Dave Jones's videos, and he was talking about the Weller not having a mains fuse, and here's the mains fuse for mine right here. Yeah, just in case, right? I don't remember how many amp fuse. It's not very big. This thing doesn't pull a whole lot of juice, surprisingly, even when it's running the igniter. So this is power in right here. So, and then we got this is the auger, and so this has got to be the fan. Yeah. All right. And this is the igniter. Yeah. So it only is controlling 3 different things on the Traeger, and it's pretty basic. I'm tapping off the power right here. This right here is going into this proto board right here, and these caps are just kind of smoothing out the power a little bit. Let's see if we can. Yeah, don't laugh too much at this. This is a prototype board, so it's been reworked several times, and it looks a bit how you doing. So yeah, so this goes to the chamber temperature probe, and this is this goes up to the top meat probe up here, and it's okay. I don't get a whole lot of noise. I haven't done a lot of testing for noise, but noise on the line. But like I said, it's a prototype. It works well. I've been pretty happy with it. I've been using it 4 or 5 years. That's about it. There's not a lot to this thing, really. So if you're curious what I pulled out of the barbecue, this right here is the original controller. I mean, geez, you could damn near fit 4 of them in here. The size of my prototype. Anyway, it has no networking capabilities, and it basically just dial in what temperature you want, and it tries its best to get there. So, and we're gonna take a closer look at this thing in the next video, because I want to take a good look at it and see how it works. The goal for mine is we need to get this is way too big. And one of the things I want to update is I want to make its footprint about 1/4 the size, right? I mean, something like this would be nice. Well, that's about it for this thing. I'm going to go ahead and pop it on the barbecue. We're going to run it a little bit, and I'm going to show you what the GUI looks like, okay? Okay, so we're out here in my garage now. If you're wondering what Traeger grill looks like if you don't have one, this is pretty much it. Yeah, I know it's a mess. Sorry about that. And I do clean it from time to time. So, it's full of pellets, and if you want to see up underneath here, this is the fan motor that blows air into the fire pot that keeps the wood pellets burning. There's an igniter rod in there, and I'd take it apart and show it to you, but I don't want to. There's plenty of stuff online, people doing that. You can go check it out if you want. This is the auger motor right here, and And yes, it is designed to flap in the breeze like that. That's a walkthrough of the Traeger controller. The Traeger BBQ. Okay, so here's the barbecue controller on the barbecue. You can see the Ethernet wire, I got all cabled up. Let's go ahead and click the power on here. Okay, so it's fired up. Chamber temp is 66 degrees. I don't believe that. It takes it a minute to kind of get its bearing straight. There it goes. It's going up. It's probably about 75 out here right now. It's been inside the garage. It is colder inside the garage, so probe's not plugged in. So it's just reading 0, and there's no time on the profile. Don't forget, you can support the Muxall Open IoT channel by donation using a credit card and PayPal, or by purchasing products at the Muxall store. Details and links are under the description under this video. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. That helps. And hit the subscribe button. That really helps. If you have any questions or comments, post them in the comments under this video. I'll try to answer them the best I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.